everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Monday. Hope you all had a nice, cool weekend.
Chilly weekend. How about you?
It's 66 degrees in my house, and I'm not turning the furnace on.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Just seize the moment and enjoy it.
Yes, it's going to warm up soon.
Yeah.
We'll get the weather in just a minute. Julian's in with that. But first, topping our news today, the man accused of shooting and killing a doctor and her husband will not testify in his own defense. Closing arguments are being delivered as we speak.
Plus, how rare is a bear attacking a house? We talked to the DNR today about a scary incident that happened in northern Wisconsin Friday night.
And two new additions to the Deer District. Music venues are being built where the Bradley Center used to be. Let's take a look outside. The sun was out early on, and it got a little cloudy, but still not a bad day.
Great day to take the dog for a walk.
It's almost June. Don't even think of that. So weather words, soggy weather to come. We do need the rain, though. Julian is in the backyard, letting us know when the rain may start. Hi, Julian.
Hey, that's right. We do have the rain on the way, but until then, seize the moment, as Susan said, because we're looking at cool and comfortable temperatures and conditions for us throughout the next couple of days until we get into about the middle part of the week. But let's talk about this evening. Now, as we take a look as of right now, we are looking at an overcast in here in southern Wisconsin as cloudy conditions have just continued to increase throughout the last few hours, and now we're going to see that as we continue throughout our evening as well. Now, seeing how we stacked up in terms of temperatures, well, 61 degrees so far has been our high for us, well below the average, which is usually around 72 degrees around this time of year, and we even had a low 38 degrees. So that's why for some areas we had a frost advisory, and looking for that to really not be too much of an issue later into the week, but that just goes to show you how cool things have really been for us over the past couple of days. Now, temperatures around southern Wisconsin, 64 degrees in Janesville with 61 in Platteville. Many of us are just holding into those lower and middle 60s, and since there's not too much of that sunshine, we're not going to be seeing too much of an increase in those temperatures for about the last hour either. Now, as we take a look at our evening planner, we're actually going to be seeing those temperatures start to decrease at a gradual rate into those 50s as we get into tonight. Now, as we take a quick look at our traffic update as of right now, well, not too bad, even though a bit on the eastern side of the Beltline. We could see just a bit of some slow spots, but pretty normal for this time of day. Now, as we take a closer look over towards the interstate, all green as we're getting ready for our afternoon commute as we kick things off. Now, one last check is that we're going to be seeing pretty normal timing for everything else that we can see on our screen as of right now. And that's going to do it for our weather for right now. We'll take a deeper look at what else to expect for those changes coming midweek in just a few moments. Until then, back to you guys.
All right, we'll see you then, Julian. Thank you. Closing arguments are underway at this hour in the Kari Sanford murder trial.
The case is now rapidly moving to a conclusion. Our Eric Franke joins us with the details. Eric?
Susan and Mark, some major developments in the trial today. For one, in morning testimony, a digital forensics detective revealed a search of Sanford's phone that night for how long it takes a person to die. That phone was also tracked from the victim's home to the UW Arboretum where the bodies of Dr. Beth Potter and Robin Kari were found. Sanford this afternoon also told the judge he does not wish to testify in his own defense, and his defense team called no further witnesses. So the judge issuing some final instructions. They took a short break. Closing arguments got underway about 25 minutes ago. They're expected to take less than an hour before that case goes to the jury. Now, also after returning from lunch break today, Judge Ellen Burrs warned that Sanford has been, quote, acting up with deputies behind closed doors. And she told defense attorneys to move away from Sanford if he acted up in court, and that any violent behavior would not be cause for a mistrial. Our Naomi Coles is in court monitoring these closing arguments as we speak. She'll have more coverage next hour on News 3 Now at 5, and also always online at channel3000.com. Susan?
Eric, thank you. A Taylor County couple survived a bear attack that had smashed its way into their home. The Taylor County Sheriff's Office said the attack happened Friday night at a home near Medford. The couple told police they saw the bear eating out of their bird feeder and yelled at it to go away. But instead of going away, the bear charged at them, breaking a window and attacking them in their home. In the chaos, one of them stabbed the bear with a knife. Eventually, the man was able to grab a gun, shooting and killing the bear. Today, the DNR said this was exceptionally rare.
Very infrequently. I look back to our records, and going back to 2013, there was only 9 cases that I recalled of where there was a bear attack that resulted in an injury, to a human. So
The husband and wife were treated at a local hospital for bites and other injuries. The couple has children who were in the home at the time, but they were asleep and were not injured.
The Wisconsin State Patrol is beginning a click it or ticket enforcement today. Police will be stepping up enforcement for drivers and passengers who are not wearing their seat belts. Not wearing a belt can have tragic consequences, and Wisconsin lags behind the rest of the nation with only 88% of drivers and passengers wearing seat belts. Wisconsin's primary seat belt law allows law enforcement to stop and cite drivers for not wearing a seat belt. Drivers can also be cited for unbuckled passengers in their vehicle. The goal is to encourage a long-term change in driver and passenger behavior.
Drivers taking the interstate will want to be aware of road closures over the next 2 nights. The I-3990 northbound ramp to the westbound Beltline will be closed from 8 p.m. tonight until 5 a.m. tomorrow. Crews will complete polymer overlays on the interstate structures as carryover work from the I-3990 project. A polymer overlay is a type of treatment that enhances the durability of the pavement and a bridge deck by waterproofing and increasing traction on the driving surface. The treatment also helps resist damage because of winter, which optimizes the life of the pavement.
The owners of the building housing Pison's restaurant want to demolish the structure. In a letter sent to the City of Madison Planning Department, Greg Rice, who's a member of the ownership group Rice Investors LLC, requested a demolition permit. He said the building and parking structure at 131 West Wilson Street is deteriorating and, quote, at risk of immediate collapse. The building was closed multiple times in recent months due to structural concerns, and temporary supports were placed in the parking garage to keep the building safe. Rice said those supports have exceeded their lifespan. The restaurant eventually moved operations to its sister location at Portobello. High-ranking U.S. officials hosted their counterparts from nearly 50 countries for the second meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contract Group.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said they now have a sharp sense of Ukraine's military needs and the situation on the ground as fierce fighting continues in the east.
Skylar Henry has more from Washington.
We're here to help Ukraine for the long haul.
U.S. defense officials say Monday's virtual meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group was very successful, with around 20 countries pledging new military assistance to Ukraine.
We're intensifying our efforts. And moving forward, we'll continue to deepen our coordination and cooperation so that Ukraine can sustain and strengthen its battlefield operations.
Intense fighting continues in eastern Ukraine, where its second-largest city, Kharkiv, faces renewed shelling. There are concerns Russian forces could launch an offensive there, just days after Ukraine's military regained control. A Russian 21-year-old soldier was sentenced to life in prison in Ukraine's first war crimes trial since the invasion began. He pled guilty to shooting and killing an unarmed civilian, saying he was following orders. President Biden invoked the war in Ukraine during his first official trip to Asia. While there over the weekend, he also signed the nearly $40 billion Ukraine aid bill.
I believe what Putin is attempting to do is eliminate the identity of Ukraine. He can't occupy it, but he can try to destroy its identity.
Citing the invasion Monday, Starbucks announced it will join other major companies, including McDonald's, in pulling out of Russia completely. During a virtual address to the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called on all foreign businesses to leave Russia and push for more sanctions. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Well, the monkeypox virus is causing concern among global health experts. The illness is rarely seen outside Africa, but the World Health Organization is reporting more than 90 cases in 12 countries, including the U.S. Monkeypox is a virus found in wild animals like rodents and monkeys. When it affects people, symptoms include fever, headache, aches and pains, fatigue, and swollen lymph nodes. Within several days, a rash develops that progresses to raised blisters that turn into scabs. The illness usually lasts 2 to 4 weeks.
We've had this monkeypox in larger numbers in the past. I just don't think it rises to the level of the kind of concern that existed with COVID-19.
Health experts say the virus can be transmitted through body fluids, skin, and respiratory droplets, but it usually requires close personal contact to spread. Possible treatments for monkeypox include a variation of the smallpox vaccine, antiviral drugs, and antibodies.
2 new music venues are coming to the Deer District next year. The Bucks are working in conjunction with Madison-based producer and venue operator FPC Live on 2 new buildings on the northeast corner of where the Bradley Center used to be. One of the venues will have a capacity of 4,000 people and the other with an estimated capacity of 800. Construction is slated to begin later this year.
Most importantly, with over 135 events annually, these venues will bring an additional 200,000 people a year coming to Milwaukee. It'll drive tremendous incremental economic impact for the city. It'll also provide great adjacencies to the Wisconsin Center District, which is now expanding, and other future developments.
FPC Live has estimated a cost of about $50 million for the project and will not request any financial assistance from the city of Milwaukee. The venues anticipate to create more than 500 construction jobs during construction, as well as bringing several dozen full-time jobs. The venues will also serve as FPC Live's headquarters in Milwaukee.
Downtown Milwaukee just taking off.
Deer District gets even better.
Yeah, it does. Well, still to come before the pandemic has taken a mental toll on America's young people.
This has finally gotten the attention of the CDC and Washington lawmakers. We'll find out how they're tackling the problem when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
Bob's Discount now goes further than ever with my new 60-month financing option. Just in time, too, because this Memorial Day weekend, we're celebrating the grand opening of my 9 new stores, bringing more people the power of Bob's Discount on furniture, mattresses, and more.
Get Bob's Discount!
Family is just very important.
She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
KEYTRUDA and chemotherapy, been treated in my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, KEYTRUDA and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. KEYTRUDA is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. KEYTRUDA may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous, non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene, KEYTRUDA helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching, or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. KEYTRUDA from Merck. Ask your doctor about KEYTRUDA.
Dude, great ride.
Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Get Bob's Discount on furniture, on lamps, on chairs, on mattresses,
On rugs, too.
Get Bob's Discount!
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
Welcome back. Women who are dealing with a lot of stress might get some relief by hugging their significant other or a loved one.
Researchers say women who were embraced had lower production of the stress hormone cortisol compared to women who were not held. The study's author says cortisol can play havoc with memory recall, which could make a stressful situation even more difficult to deal with. Men didn't appear to get the same benefit from hugs, although researchers say the effect may not have been as detectable as it was for women.
A new U.S. Supreme Court decision today will make it tougher for prison inmates to win release. Justices ruled that state prisoners may not present new evidence in federal court to support a claim that their post-conviction counsel in state court was ineffective. The case involved 2 Arizona prison inmates on death row who challenged the legality of their incarcerations. The 6-3 opinion was penned by Justice Clarence Thomas. The 3 liberal justices all dissented. Justice Sonia Sotomayor called the decision perverse and illogical and said it'll have a devastating outcome for inmates beyond the 2 in the case. Stocks shake off a 7-week losing streak by gaining some ground. The Dow Industrials added 618 points, closing at 31,880. The Nasdaq was up 180. The S&P 500 gained 72. New CDC data is shining a spotlight on the growing crisis of mental health issues among the country's youth since the pandemic.
More than 40% of high school students surveyed reported feeling persistently sad or hopeless.
It's an issue now in focus on Capitol Hill, where there's bipartisan legislation to try and help address youth mental health and suicide prevention. Natalie Brand has more.
We were so close in so many ways.
Darlene Terryberry of Henderson, Nevada, lost her beloved granddaughter, Angel, in the fall of 2020.
I wish she had been able to talk so that we would be sitting together today.
The high school senior is one of 30 students within the Clark County School District who died by suicide since the pandemic began.
The pandemic, the online schooling, that isolation was probably a contributing factor.
We want to do everything we can to prevent those deaths.
Senator Jackie Rosen of Nevada and Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska have introduced a bipartisan bill to provide federal funding through the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration to public schools K through 12. Currently, that money is only available for colleges and universities.
And a teacher could be a first line of defense.
Anybody that works in a school should be trained to recognize the signs of distress for the students that would be in their age group at that school.
Oftentimes, it is just even knowing that there is an issue there. If a child doesn't feel comfortable sharing this with a parent or another adult.
I really wasn't sure if anything was wrong.
For years, Alaska teen Claire Rainier kept her pain hidden from her family.
It was dark. It was really difficult. I kept doubting my experience. And at the time, I was self-harming.
Rainier, now 19, found healing at the Anchorage-based organization Mental Health Advocacy through storytelling.
It's very cathartic. It's very therapeutic to talk about your feelings and to talk about what you went through.
Rainier hopes the new proposed bill would help fund similar programs in schools nationwide.
If one family, just one, doesn't have to go through the pain and anguish that my family has gone through.
A grandmother's urgent plea for action to honor her granddaughter and help other young people. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Senators Rosen and Murkowski say they hope that votes can be taken on their bill this year.
And lawmakers have also proposed separate legislation to try and increase the pipeline of mental health counselors in schools. Big problem needs to be addressed. Well, she's only 10 years old, but Victory Brinker is setting the world of opera on its ear.
Wait until you hear her sing. Remember, she's 10 years old, right? That story's coming up after Julian's First Warn forecast.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
People
with plaque psoriasis are rethinking the choices they make, like the shot they take, the memories they create, or the spin they initiate. Otezla, it's a choice you can make. Otezla is not a cream. It's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. With Otezla, you can achieve clearer skin. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. Otezla can cause serious allergic reactions. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
Drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda. The brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
The home of Wisconsin's favorite wine, Prairie Fumé. The Wallersheim Old Fashioned. Scarlet Fumé is back. Find it and other Wallersheim wines and spirits at your favorite Wisconsin stores. Cheers to 50 years and many more to come.
What are you recommending for muscle pain?
Based on clinical data, I recommend Salonpas.
Agreed. My patients like these patches because they work up to 12 hours, even on moderate pain.
Salonpas, it's good medicine.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Well, take a look at this. The meadows in the foothills of the Alps above the Swiss town of Montreux are covered in narcissus blooms. Locals refer to the flowers as May snow since they create the appearance of fall and snow from a distance. The flower has been a tourist attraction since the 19th century when floral parades were once organized with music and dancing. Factors such as overgrazing and urbanization have caused them to decline significantly. A website guides tourists to trails overlooking Lake Geneva where narcissi fields can still be found.
Look, the higher the drone gets up, the more it looks like snow, and it's a very brief thing.
And you lived in Switzerland for
I did in Geneva. In Geneva, yeah. This is a very famous. It's actually a little late this year, just like all the other flowers. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful, stunning,
breathtaking. Honestly, we don't have to worry about
spring flowers.
Spring flowers that don't look like snow.
2 weeks late, but nonetheless.
That's right. We are a bit late here because of everything that's been going on.
And
but
it's cool.
Fun. It is cool out, and we've been talking about it. We're going to talk more about it and when to expect that soggy conditions because we need the rain. And
we do.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about that in just a few moments with our first one forecast coming up after the break.
When the family can't get enough of your signature dish, get everything you need with Pick and Save free pickup with no surprise fees. So start your cart today. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about our $99 prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
The best things in
in life are free.
Just wait until he hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation? Are you kidding me? Yeah!
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus no interest for 1 year. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends Memorial Day. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
What can I do with less asthma? With Dupixent, I can do more. Crazy commutes, crowd control. Have a nice day, Alex. Thanks, taking the stairs, that's how you do more with Dupixent, which helps prevent asthma attacks. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. And can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
With the Pick and Save app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, all for prices that are lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, the message for us for the start of our week is to just enjoy the quiet and cool. Even though it is cloudy, well, we will start to see that break later on into our week. But for right now, folks, we are seeing that cloud cover really just blanket much of southern Wisconsin. That's going to be the theme for us throughout going into the rest of this evening and going into tonight and carrying even into our Tuesday as well. And what we stacked up for today, 61 degrees was our high so far. We are going to be seeing pretty stable into the 60s throughout the rest of today. Just goes to show you how cool it is, because normally around this time of year, we're around 72 degrees for us. And even the low, which was around 38 degrees, some areas just north of the Dells still had a frost advisory, which once again just highlights just how cool things have really been for us, because frost advisory in the end of May is not always a good thing. Now, as we go on throughout the rest of the week, we are going to see this low pressure system start to make its way into just the Midwest, which will start to leak its way into warmer temperatures into the upper Midwest. And on top of it is going to be bringing us some precipitation for us as we continue throughout the rest of the week. So we're not going to see rain yet, but as we get into our Tuesday, this is what we're going to start to see. Waking up Tuesday morning, it's going to still be on the cooler side. Plenty of cloud cover. And then as we go on Tuesday afternoon, still not going to be seeing much in terms of breaks of that cloud cover. Now, as we get into Tuesday evening, some of us may see just a pop-up isolated shower just nearly into the southern and southwestern areas of Wisconsin. So it's going to be away from us here in Dane County and Madison. We won't start to see that rain start to leak its way in until we get into our Wednesday. So around Wednesday morning, we can start to see more of that rain start to flow itself in, and even around lunchtime as the storm system in itself, mainly the storms, will start to roll its way out going into the early part of our afternoon. And then we're going to be looking at more rounds of that rain starting to come into our Wednesday as well as we get into the rest of our evening. Now, we are looking for good amounts of rainfall for us here in southern Wisconsin, with many of us going to see about a half of an inch, and areas just to the west could be seeing about a quarter of an inch for us. But aside from the rain, we are going to be looking at a nice warm-up as we head into our Memorial Day weekend. For the next few days, starting in from the weekend, here's what we're looking at, folks. Temperatures will finally start to be a bit more consistent and being into those 70s and even close to 80-degree temperatures for us here in southern Wisconsin, and carry into the first week of June. Now, in terms of us seeing precipitation, however, well, we are going to be looking at a pretty average for this time of year for us here in the upper Midwest. So we are looking for some chances of seeing a bit more rain that will be sticking around. But until then, here's our three things we're going to need to know, is that we are going to be staying well below normal throughout the next few days for us throughout much of this week. We're not going to start to see that warm up until later into our around Friday. And on top of of that, we are looking for that rain to start to come in late Tuesday night for some of us, but not going to start to see it really be organized until we get into our Wednesday. So that's one thing we are going to have to keep an eye on. Just remember, if you're having anything that you have to do outside, if you're trying to mow the lawn on Tuesday, because we are going to start to see that rain roll itself in Tuesday nights, and then even going into our Wednesday, where we are expected to see more of a washout for us. Now, here's what we're going to be seeing for the next 10 days. Well, cool temperatures, as I mentioned, holding into the 60s until we get into about Friday, when we're finally going to be back into the 70s for us. But we're going to just be eclipsing close into those 70s throughout the next few days as well, where we could be knocking on the door of 80 degrees for some days, but for the most part, it's still going to be relatively feeling just what it's supposed to feel like around this time of year, especially kicking off the holiday weekend where we want to go on the boat. Well, it's going to be a pretty good weekend for that. Aside from some chances of seeing a bit of rain, maybe even a thunderstorm here or there, we're mostly going to have sunshine this weekend and some warmer weather. Can't say overly warm, but mild temperatures in the 70s.
Seasonal.
Got to take it, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be perfect boat weather for us going in.
Yeah, the holiday weekend looks good.
It looks awesome.
No wash up, just keep it on.
No washout for the weekend as of right now. Could see the pop-up isolations going to be like for maybe an hour or two. Nothing to ruin your day plans, but still something to keep an eye on.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Julian.
Absolutely.
Victory Brinker isn't just any 10-year-old. She was just recently recognized as the youngest opera singer in the world.
Now she travels the globe to perform, including a recent stop in New York City.
That's where Adriana Diaz met her and got to show her an iconic landmark well suited for Victory's larger-than-life voice.
Victory, have you ever been in the Empire State Building before? Nope.
10-year-old Victory Brinker is hitting all the right notes at one of the most iconic places in New York City.
Is opera hard?
A little bit. Learning new songs when I think I can't get them, but I actually do in the end.
How does that feel when you finally figure out a song that you didn't think you could do?
I'm just like, woohoo, you did it, and give myself a pat on the back.
And she deserves it. Guinness World Records just declared her the world's youngest opera singer based on her first professional contract, which she got at age 7.
Did you even know what the Guinness Book of World Records was before all this?
Not really.
Probably not, right?
No.
Last summer, Victory lit up the national stage on the competition show America's Got Talent.
We're going to do something else we've never, ever, ever done on the show before.
Becoming the first contestant to receive the coveted golden buzzer from all 4 judges and the show's host.
I was just like, did that happen? Because before I didn't even think I'd get one.
Why not?
I don't know. Simon's a tough cookie.
When did you know that you could sing?
My mom said I had perfect pitch when I was 2. And then when I was 6, I asked my mom if she could show me a person who could sing the highest note. And I said I wanted to sing opera.
And what did you say?
I said, okay, someday. She says, no, I want to do it now.
Victory's mom, Christine, says she's been trying to keep up ever since. She and her husband, Eric, adopted Victory as a baby. She's one of 11 children, and Playtime helped Victory prepare for her dream of being on America's Got Talent.
I would pretend to be good acts, bad acts. We had coasters, and one of them would be the buzzer, the golden buzzer.
Her run has included performances on world stages. And she recently sang the Ukrainian national anthem at a benefit concert.
What is it like to have a 10-year-old but also try to balance the fact that she's still a kid?
You know what, I'm so excited by watching her dreams come true, and it seems like every time she sets a goal, that goal comes true. My hope is that not only my other children, but other children around the world see, like, everybody has a gift.
And Victory loves sharing hers.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A singer.
You're already a singer.
Well, maybe be a better singer.
Just 10 years old, but on top of the world. Adriana Diaz, CBS News.
Wow, what a gift.
I hope she continues.
Yeah, I wonder when she gets a little bit older and goes through puberty and stuff, I wonder if her voice will change.
It probably will.
Yeah. Oh, what a miraculous gift
really
that is.
Well, coming up next at 4, searching for a more comfortable ride? Well, Ian Lee has a bike seat molded for your behind.
You don't want to miss that. And then coming up next hour at 5, Wisconsin Republicans met in Middleton this weekend for their state party convention without endorsing any candidates in the contested races on the statewide ballot this fall. Our political reporter Will Keneally will have the highlights tonight at 5.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Keep your home's exterior looking beautiful with 11% off everything at Menards. Beautify your outdoor living spaces with Cabot exterior paints and stains. Cabot delivers unbeatable quality and satisfaction guarantee. All 11% off. Works' affordable prices and innovative outdoor power tool designs get the job done right with power and ease. The Works trimmer and leaf blower combo is just $99.99 after sale price and 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Feeling trapped by your expensive cell phone plan? Here's the key. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Keep your phone and number with the same great coverage as the big carriers. Escape to a no-contract $20 a month plan with talk, text, and data. It's easy to connect. With our award-winning customer support team, no sleight of hand is required. Call, go online, or visit Target to get your new SIM card or phone today.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing offers from your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit cubcadetdealers.com.
Waxed, natural, sensitive. New Dove Ultimate Antiperspirant, our unique water-based formula with 6 times more glycerin, helps restore skin to its best condition. New Dove Ultimate. Watch me now.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
The Kari Sanford trial day 5. Tonight at 5, what investigators found in Sanford's phone search history and closing arguments are made before the case is handed to the jury.
Temperatures will stay below average as we're keeping an eye on our next opportunity for showers to build in. We'll take a closer look at just how much rain we're expecting by the end of the week.
Then at 6, what the decision by Wisconsin Republicans to endorse no candidates for Attorney General means for this important race going forward. Tonight at 6.
Oh, that's a nice shot. That's not San Francisco,
No,
though.
that's not San Francisco. That's Hollywood Beach, Florida.
A cruise ship waiting to head out there. Looks like a Carnival ship.
Does that get your juices flowing to go back on a cruise?
Waiting till December.
Looks like a beautiful day there. I guess we don't know what the temp is, but it looks nice.
It's going to be warm.
Yeah.
With gas prices skyrocketing, cycling is becoming more popular.
It's estimated more than 15% of Americans ride their bikes on a regular basis.
A company in Europe is trying to make that ride a bit more comfortable, as Ian Lee reports from London.
Whether you're a regular road warrior or just out for a Sunday spin, cycle long enough and you might get a sore bottom. Engineers in Prague say protecting your posterior is their specialty.
We are butt specialists, so
it's our profession right now.
In their lab, the Czech company designs 3D bike seats by analyzing a rider's body.
His physiology, his needs, his riding style, and other parameters. And based on those like individual characteristics, we create the saddle.
But getting a smoother ride doesn't come cheap. A specialized seat will set you back about $400.
To saddle up, you need to strip down. Place your backside on a memory foam pad, then presto, a perfect mold of your rear end.
So the customer needs to take 9 pictures in total. One top-down image.
Experts then analyze a rider's stress points to create a customized seat from a 3D printer. A new experience for this cyclist.
But I feel really, really good. So I'm really looking forward for the riding.
And ensuring the only burn he feels is from the workout. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Pasedla isn't the first company to create 3D bike seats, but they claim theirs are the most personalized.
As we saw, customers are sent memory foam in the mail to upload photos of their imprint to an interactive website that prints their one-of-a-kind seat.
It's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
Get your biking a lot more, that's for sure.
Well, up next, we'll meet our pet of the week from the Dane County Humane Society.
And we head to the movies with film critic Will Loper, his review of the new releases when Live at 4 continues.
When it comes to pain medicine, less is more. Aleve gives long-lasting freedom from pain with fewer pills than Tylenol. Instead of taking pills every 4 to 6 hours, Aleve works up to 12 hours, so you can focus on what matters. Aleve, less pills, more relief.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So trees, you won't take me down. When allergies attack, take Allegra.
Before your symptoms take over you.
Live your greatness.
With Choice Hotels, there's always a reason to book it. Whatever your reason, book over 7,100 locations at choicehotels.com.
Reynolds Wrap makes it easy to cook and clean up meals in no time. So I don't miss all the fun stuff.
Easy prep, cook, and clean with Reynolds Wrap.
No matter who you are, being yourself can be tough when you have severe asthma. Triggers can pop up out of nowhere, causing inflammation that can lead to asthma attacks. But no matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help. Tespire is a new add-on treatment for people 12 and over that proactively reduces inflammation, which means you could have fewer attacks, breathe better, and relieve your asthma symptoms. So you can be you, whoever you are. Tespire is not a rescue medication. Don't take Tespire if you're allergic to it. Allergic reactions like rash or an eye allergy can happen. Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Sore throat, joint, and back pain may occur. Avoid live vaccines. By helping control your asthma, Tespire can help you be you, no matter who you are. Ask your asthma specialist about Tespire today.
At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find Wisconsin's largest selection of mountain and fat bicycles from Moots, Giant, Felt, and Trek. Trek has an awesome lineup of cross-country trail, fat, and plus bicycles, great for single-track racing or shredding up some gnarly trails. The place to shop for the world's most beautiful bicycles is Machinery Row Bicycles, the most beautiful bicycle store in the world. Service is included with your Machinery Row bicycle. So many fun things to look at and bicycles to test ride on the bicycle path by the lake at Machinery Row Bicycles.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
And a quick update on our traffic as of right now. Along the Beltline, we're starting to see a bit more some slow spots as we're getting ready for the rest of our afternoon and evening commutes. However, as we take a quick look over to the interstate as of right now, we're pretty normal in terms of getting from point A to point B along the interstate as of right now. That's going to do it for our traffic update. Over to you guys at the couch.
All right, Julian, thank you. The freshmen at the United States Naval Academy, they're known as plebes. This is an annual tradition before they can graduate to the next class in Annapolis. The 21-foot monument is slathered with vegetable grease. The plebes have to work together to reach the top of the obelisk and then put one of their caps, known as a Dixie cup, on the very top. Sometimes this takes hours.
Well, they have to take that one off and put an upperclassman's hat up there.
Okay, so it took this class 3 hours and 26 minutes to complete the task.
And they spray them with water to make it even worse.
Yeah, yes.
That's an annual tradition. Well, it's time for our Pet of the Week with Lisa Bernard from the Dane County Humane Society. Lisa, welcome.
Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Who did you bring today?
This is Skippy.
Hi, Skippy. Skippy's not fond of the shiny floor here.
No, he likes his feet planted solely as close to the ground as possible.
So tell us about him.
So he is an American Blue Heeler mix, and he is almost 2 years old. Just arrived last week from Texas.
Oh.
So, and he's looking for a new home.
What do we know about him that people wouldn't need to know if you adopt him?
So he is shy, so moving slowly and encouraging him would be great. He does like to go on walks. He gets very happy when he's outside.
It's a Blue Heeler in him?
Yes.
They like to move.
And then car rides, not so much yet, but that's a work in progress.
And he has a brother there as well?
He does, and he has been joining some puppy play groups.
He's looking at Julian over there.
Did Julian take the treats? Now, interestingly, he's not very treat motivated.
He's not very treat motivated. My car is right now full of treats on the back seat, and he was like, nope, don't want any of it.
Oh, wow.
But he was in your office today, napping,
relaxing.
There's just a lot going on here.
Sure. Oh yeah. And considering that, he's very calm and very sweet.
He is. He's extremely sweet.
Very
and
sweet
very
eyes.
Curious.
Is that about as big as he'll get?
This should be about the size. He might grow just a tad more, but then regular exercise and making sure you give him a proper diet. So.
And treats aren't going to be a problem?
Apparently not. Maybe he's more into pizza. I don't know.
Could be.
So what do you have going on this week?
So we wanted to remind people that it's turtle season.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to start crossing the roads this month in spring and summer because the boys are looking for women to go mate with. And then the women are looking to lay eggs, and they always go to the same spot all the time. So we have some tips to share about being careful when you see a turtle on the roadway, to always make sure that if you're going to safely get out of your car to assist, that you make sure that you're putting them in the direction they want to go. Don't put them back on the other side of the road where they're coming from.
Oh, good
So they're
point.
very directional.
And be careful picking them up.
Yes, very careful picking them up. Maybe use your car mat. Do not pick them up by their tail, because that would hurt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, obviously, be safe when you're doing it too. Careful with your vehicle, careful with yourself when you're getting out of the car.
I live near Tiedemann Pond in Middleton, and they have the turtle crossing signs up, so let's be very careful out there. All right, last week, pet?
Blue.
Blue.
Blue got adopted yesterday.
Really?
So excited.
That's great news.
He is a great dog.
Yes.
All right, that's it. Skippy at home. He's coming up a little bit now.
Yeah, he's curious.
Go to giveshelter.org for information on Skippy and all the animals available.
This dog has the most expressive eyes.
Yeah, really.
Yes.
He's beautiful eyes.
He's gonna be a good pet once he gets settled down.
Yes. Yes, he will.
All right, Lisa, thanks.
Good to see you,
Thank
Lisa.
you.
We'll see you
Good
next
seeing you.
week.
See you next time.
Sounds great.
And let's see now. Downton Abbey is back on the big screen in the second film of the series.
Our resident movie expert, Will Loper, tells us what he thinks of the film and what to watch and what to skip on screens, big and small.
Hey, Susan and Mark. Those dulcet piano tones can only mean one thing. We're going back to Downton Abbey. This time in a sequel subtitled A New Era, which opened to #2 with 16 million. After the massively popular series ran for 6 seasons, a Downton Abbey movie released in 2019. And 3 years later, we check back in with the Crawleys and their servants.
Years ago, before you were born, I met a man. They spend a few days together, and he gives her a house.
You never thought to turn it down?
Do I look as if I'd turned down a villa in the south of France?
Half the family goes to France to investigate an inherited villa. The other half stays at the manor where a film is being shot.
Cut!
Sorry.
The modern world comes to Downton.
Fans of the series will be more than satisfied with this new film, giving another check-in with all the old favorites. And despite having a returning cast of over 20 people and introducing at least 5 more, the film juggles all the storylines effortlessly. Somehow, each cast member still gets multiple moments to shine, and new storylines are introduced and concluded in satisfying ways.
With that, I will say goodnight and leave you to discuss my mysterious past.
This is one more trip to Downton Abbey that's worth taking. Over on streaming services, new on Apple TV Plus is Prehistoric Planet.
Some creatures could be called magnificent or monstrous, perhaps misunderstood.
David Attenborough narrates the nature docu-series featuring dinosaurs. New on Netflix Wednesday is another season of Somebody Feed Phil. Everybody Loves Raymond creator Phil Rosenthal travels to new locations around the world and, you guessed it, eats food wherever he goes. New on Amazon Prime Friday is the satirical thriller Emergency.
You should take it easy. Don't get Kunle into any trouble. That boy's black excellence.
Oh, come on. If we only gonna have 5 minutes when we get back to pregame, change, and leave. Sure.
3 college students find a female student passed out in their dorm and attempt to get her out safely.
Okay, she's alive. We should call 911.
Hey, stop! You crazy?
We didn't do anything wrong.
We don't have to do nothing wrong, Kunle. The cops are not gonna listen. They just gonna come in here and see 3 brown guys hanging over this little white girl.
We can't just leave her somewhere. We take her to the hospital.
But much of the social media talk this weekend circled around Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, streaming on Disney+.
I'm keeping myself fit and, my updated modern look.
The meta film featured tons of animated cameos from other films, as well as posters of fake movies I absolutely want to exist now, like Mr. Doubtfire, starring Meryl Streep.
Okay. Yeah, that one looks pretty good.
Make it happen, Hollywood. For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
Ambush me. Talking about it.
And now you want to see Downton Abbey even more.
I can't wait to see Downton Abbey. I watched the whole series. Did you watch the television series on PBS?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'll have a final check of your forecast when we come back.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about our $99 prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
This is how we do it.
At Pick and Save, we believe it takes the right team to bring you fresh produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. And that level of teamwork means better, fresher options time and time again. Because working together is truly what it takes to be fresh for everyone.
To all my neighbors, you got much flavor.
Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
People with plaque psoriasis are rethinking the choices they make, like the shot they take, the memories they create, or the spin they initiate. Otezla, it's a choice you can make. Otezla is not a cream. It's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. With Otezla, you can achieve clearer skin. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. Otezla can cause serious allergic reactions. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
The Corey Sanford trial continues today. Tonight on News 3 Now at 5, we'll tell you about some disturbing discoveries authorities found on Sanford's cell phone and closing arguments from both sides before the case heads to the jury. Join us at 5.
News 3 Now, winner of 18 awards of excellence from the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
We'll continue to strive for excellence every day to bring you the area's best local news coverage. News 3 Now.
And one little weather recap. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cloudy, but we are going to see the rain on its way as we get into our Tuesday nights and especially heading into our Wednesday morning. So be sure that you have your rain gear coming up for our Wednesday. Aside from that, we are going to see some changes later on into our week. And Dana Fulton will give you the full rundown coming up at 5.
We need the rain. Thank you, Julian. Tomorrow on Live Before UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff joins us with all the latest COVID and vaccine news.
And Consumer Report shows us which lawnmowers are a cut above the rest. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Are you one of the millions of Americans who experience occasional bloating, gas, or abdominal discomfort? Taking Align can help. Align contains a quality probiotic to naturally help soothe digestive upsets 24/7. Try Align, the pros in digestive health. And join the Align Healthy Gut Team Up and learn what millions of Align users already know. How great a healthy gut can feel. Sign up at AlignProbiotics.com. Also try Align Dual Biotic Gummies to help support digestive health.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Fed Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Ho Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway Jew, the Mascot Theory, and Bev Killyman. All benefiting Heat and Housing for Heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha, the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy, record-high homicides in Milwaukee, from defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe, and he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
You can get your smile back today. At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make high-quality tooth replacement affordable for everyone. So whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or life-changing dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can help you go ahead and smile. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
Bob's Discount now goes further than ever with my new 60-month financing option. Just in time, too, because this Memorial Day weekend, we're celebrating the grand opening of my 9 new Bob's Discount furniture stores across the country, bringing more people the power of Bob's Discount on furniture, mattresses, and more. With everyday low prices that already beat the competition's phony Memorial Day sales, and with our new 60-month financing option, it's no contest. Plus, enjoy yummy treats in my cafes, all absolutely free. So come celebrate the grand opening of our 9 new stores this Memorial Day weekend.
In today's Final Touch, it was the last of its kind in New York City.
This morning, the city removed its only remaining public payphone. The phone located on 7th Avenue and 50th Street in Midtown Manhattan. As recently as 2014, there were more than 6,000 public payphones across the city's 5 boroughs. The city began replacing them with Wi-Fi hotspots in 2015. Link NYC, which operates the hotspots, also provides other services, including device charging and free phone calls within the U.S. There are still some payphones in public places in New York City, but they're privately owned.
There you go.
There you go.
End of an era.
That's it.
That's it.
The last one. All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.